Apple changed a couple of things in the iPhone 14 Pro Max, but do they really even matter when going from iPhone 13 Pro Max to iPhone 14 Pro Max? And one thing everyone hates if you are from US and travel a lot, you might change your mind getting a new iPhone because eSIM only option. iPhone 14 Pro Max brings one of the most noticeable changes this year, where after iPhone 10 we get our first display change on iPhone 14 Pro Max. But does this really matters? Now iPhone 13 Pro Max comes with a notch display, and a big improvement we have seen on the iPhone 14 Pro Max is its new pill hole display, which Apple called it Dynamic Island, which brings some of the useful features like tracking the app, running in the background, or receiving a call or playing music. Other than that, the display is quite similar to the iPhone 13 Pro Max with almost same pixel per inch, but this time Apple is out with the new LTPO display, which can go from 1Hz to 120Hz depending on your usage, but iPhone 13 Pro Max can only go down to 10Hz, and having this new display on iPhone 14 Pro Max, Apple finally gave a new always-on display on iPhone 14 Pro Max. But did you guys know that Apple is not going to give this feature to iPhone 13 Pro Max just because of a new display? And iPhone 14 Pro Max brings big update in brightness, whopping 2000 nits, highest in any smartphone so far. But iPhone 13 Pro Max was at 1200 nits, a big difference here. If you are up for performance, yes, you will get a really good performance on both devices. iPhone 13 Pro Max is still better than most of the Android phones, but iPhone 14 Pro Max is even better. You can say faster than some of our laptops. Yes, the Geekbench is out and we see some of the surprising figures on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, where the iPhone 14 Pro Max is 17% better than the iPhone 13 Pro Max. A 16 bionic chipset scored 1887 single-core score, whereas a 15 from last year scored 1707, which is not a big difference, only 10%. But when it comes to multi-core score, we get 5455 compared to 4659 on last year iPhone 13 Pro Max, which is 17% higher performance. But you guys know that on Antutu benchmark, iPhone 14 Pro Max scored nearly the M1 iPad, around 1.2 million. So you're getting the performance boost, but this doesn't even matter for the ones who don't game a lot or use heavy tasks on their iPhones. The battery is something everyone thinks of, but do you guys know that Apple gave almost the same battery as the last year iPhone 13 Pro Max? And iPhone 13 Pro Max was the last year champ in battery backup, and according to the claims, iPhone 14 Pro Max gives 2 hours more battery backup than the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So you can expect a similar performance in battery backup. And Apple also gave a 30 watt of fast charging support in the iPhone 14 Pro Max, whereas last year it was 27, so not a big update here. A useful feature, yet only limited to US and Canada, is its new satellite and crash detection feature. But keep in mind, this satellite feature will only be available for 2 years for free, so we don't know how much Apple will charge for this in the future. The big difference in this year's iPhone is its new cameras, a whopping 48 megapixel camera, a big jump over the last year iPhone 13 Pro Max 12 megapixel camera. And with that, you can also get Pro Motion and Pro RAW feature to record a 48 megapixel 4K footage. Sad to hear, but iPhone 14 Pro Max didn't support 8K recording. But 48 megapixel sensor is really good with new photonic engine. But ultra wide and telephoto lenses left unchanged. So if you are not up for photography, iPhone 13 Pro Max still a great phone to have. Both phones share the same design on the back, but iPhone 14 Pro Max comes with the slightly bigger camera lenses compared to the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Else, no design change on the iPhone 14 Pro Max and comes with the same weight. What a heavy phone these are. And both phones share the same price at $1199. But iPhone 13 Pro Max will be less now if you get from a third party after the launch of iPhone 14 Pro Max. So is it worth updating or not? Yes, for some people who game a lot or spend most of their time on phone, iPhone 14 Pro Max is a great phone to have, with big updates over the year. But if you are on iPhone 13 Pro Max and you are not interested in this new Dynamic Island, then your iPhone 13 Pro Max is enough powerful to work with you over the next few years, since Apple trade-off is not that great, offering $700 for the older phone. If you are interested in iPhone 14 Pro Max new features, you can check this video. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.